If you've ever watched a team just systematically dismantle a stubborn defense and wondered, wait, how did they pull that off? Well, you are in the exact right place. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're bridging that gap between high-level football strategy and the gritty, granular on-pitch execution. We're going to break down a fundamental maneuver that literally dictates the entire rhythm of a match. I'm talking about the switch of play. We'll look at the big-picture macro tactics and the micro-level body mechanics that actually make it all click, using some direct insights from elite coaching sessions.
All right, so here's our playbook for today. We've got 4 parts. First, the strategy of switching play. Second, mastering your body shape. Third, midfield positioning and spacing. And finally, executing the tactical shift. Let's dive right in.
Starting off with Section 1, the strategy of switching play, which is really our tactical baseline.
So what exactly is a switch of play? Basically, we're talking about utilizing diagonal passes and those big cross-field balls designed for quick side-to-side transitions across the pitch. You see, when a team shifts the ball laterally with some real speed, they aren't just passing to pass. They are actively trying to manipulate the opponent's defensive structure.
The absolute core objective here is speed. Think about it. Why do we want those quick side-to-side transitions? Because it allows us to exploit the weak side of the opposition. When you move the ball rapidly, using those diagonal passes and cross-field balls, the defending team has to completely scramble to shift their block. And if you move it faster than they can slide over, boom, you successfully create overloads on the opposite flank. You essentially trap the defense on one side of the pitch and then ruthlessly attack the open space on the other. It's a real game changer.
Moving on to Section 2, mastering your body shape. This is all about individual preparation and mechanics.
To really understand this, we're looking at some fantastic insights from a passing drill run by the Scottish FA. The coach here emphasizes that they are constantly watching the receiver. They're hyper-focused on the player's body shape, their first touch, and whether they are really looking to pass to switch the play. The vital lesson here? A successful switch absolutely does not begin when you kick the ball. No way. It starts before the ball even arrives at your feet. You have to already be looking to pass and switch the play simply through how you position your body.
And this sequence right here outlines the exact physical steps those Scottish FA coaches demand from their players. Step 1, you have to come off your marker to create that initial little pocket of space. Step 2, get your body position right to receive. Look, if your body is closed off, the play just dies with you right there. Step 3, and honestly, if you take nothing else away from this explainer, remember this one. Open up and receive the ball on your back foot. Receiving on the back foot naturally opens your entire field of vision to the opposite side of the pitch. And finally, Step 4, play the simple pass. That whole lateral rotation only works if these micro-mechanics are executed flawlessly.
Okay, Section 3, midfield positioning and spacing. Let's look at the group dynamics on the pitch.
This comparison brilliantly illustrates a super common trap teams fall into, highlighted during a coaching session by Football DNA. Look at the left side, the wrong way, the straight line. I mean, they look like players stuck on a foosball table. If 3 central midfielders are standing in a flat straight line, one single opposing player can effectively mark all 3 of them. It literally kills any chance of moving the ball laterally. But on the right side, we see the fix, stretching the play. You absolutely need staggered spacing. One midfielder drops underneath to offer support, one shifts to the opposite or weak side to prep for the switch, and one pushes a little bit higher up. This spatial staggering forces the defense to make really difficult decisions and opens up the exact passing lanes necessary for that tactical shift.
Which brings us to Section 4, executing the tactical shift. This is where we put it all together at pace. During these drills, the intensity really ramps up. Listening to the Scottish FA coaches, the cues just come rapid fire. Get off that marker, that's the immediate explosive first step. Listen, before you can even think about the weak side, before you can think about an overload, you have to engineer that crucial half yard of space for yourself. Then, the very next instant, the demand barks out, adjust your body. The coaches are constantly reminding players to get out of their own feet, to open up onto their left or right side depending on the flow of the drill, and to always favor that back foot. This early adjustment is exactly what dictates the speed of the eventual transition. If you have to take an extra touch just to fix your footing, well, the opposition defense has already slid across to cover the space.
And this brings us to the ultimate goal of the entire exercise. When a player perfectly gets off their marker and perfectly adjusts their body shape to receive on the back foot, they can play the ball early. As the Scottish FA coach shouted in praise during one session, adjusted your body so you could pick one touch. A one-touch cross-field pass to the weak side, it's nearly impossible to defend against. That is the absolute pinnacle of the switch of play.
So we've gone all the way from the tactical whiteboard down to the precise angle of a player's back foot. The next time you watch a match and see a beautiful, sweeping diagonal pass that just completely opens up the defense, you're going to know exactly the mechanics that made it happen. Remember, your midfield has to be stretched so one player can't mark you all. And your body must be open before the ball even arrives. When those elements align, the weak side is yours to exploit. So your midfield is stretched, your body is open, are you ready to exploit the weak side? Think about how you can look for these mechanics in the next game you watch, or maybe the next time you step onto the pitch yourself. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep analyzing the beautiful game.